Okay, so we're going to go through the three-step formula to growing your office faster by showing you how to recruit agents using the power of Facebook. Okay, so let's hop into the three-step formula. If you have any questions as we go through it, just fire away, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so step one of the three-step formula has to do with setting up with the right strategy for recruiting. Okay, the biggest problem that we see most real estate offices doing is they are using one Facebook page to talk to three different audiences from the same page. They're talking to their existing agents using their Facebook page, they're talking to buyers and sellers of homes using one Facebook page, and they're talking to prospective other agents using one Facebook page. So it's a complete kind of bag of mixed messages. That's a bit confusing when it's three different audiences. So what we recommend, and that will be much more effective, is if you have one Facebook page that is dedicated to recruiting so that every single message on that page is talking to agents rather than talking to three different types of audiences. So if I scroll down this page, you'll see that everything on this page is designed for real estate agents. It's got a little bit of entertainment going on, you know, with real estate type of pictures. It's got recruiting messages mixed in where people can sign up to learn about whatever your offer is for recruiting to join your office. And it has extra useful, valuable information like free tips and tools for realtors to use. So what you want to do is you don't want to have a Facebook page that has your company name as the page name, because that will immediately put people on the defensive. In fact, other agents with competing companies will not follow your Facebook business page because they know that if they click the like button on your business page, it's going to tell their colleagues, their friends, maybe their current broker that you've liked and are following a competing agency's page online. Okay, so you want to really set up your recruiting page so that it appears to be all about helpful information for realtors in your area, and you absolutely want to have like your city name or your county name or something identified in that page name so that it looks local to the agents you'll be targeting. Okay, so having a singular focused message that's only talking to your most important audience, other realtors, is key to doing better recruiting online. Okay, and the same concept can be said for your website. Most offices we see out there, they have a 100-page website, and only one of those pages is set up for recruiting. And yet that's the most important message for most offices is recruiting agents. So definitely having a specific platform designed specifically for your most important audience, that being other agents, is key to getting better results. Okay, any question about step one, which is, you know, setting up with a focused strategy to talk only to agents?
How do you have multiple pages?
You can have as many Facebook business pages as you want. It is unlimited. In fact, I'm probably connected to 500 different business pages right now. Okay, so if you wanted to create another business page that's solely dedicated to recruiting, all you have to do is go under your little drop-down menu and look for the link that says Create Page. Okay, and then follow the bounce.
Add on to it, huh?
Yeah, you can have as many pages as you want. I'll go over to my my personal account over here and show you. I'm probably connected to I don't know, 500. I have 500 business pages right now that I'm a manager of. Okay, if they'll load up, it's a big list, but as soon as this thing loads up, you'll see it's basically unlimited. It's not loading up.
That's okay.
There it goes. Okay, so yeah, these are all business pages that I'm connected to. Okay. So it's unlimited. All right. So great question. Any other question on the importance of having a dedicated platform for talking to real estate agents. Does that make sense? All right, cool. All right, so then let's go to step 2, which happens to be the most powerful and important step. Step 2 is the engine behind your business page. Okay, how do you get your recruiting messages out in front of more agents every day? Okay, using the power of the Facebook advertising system and your business page. Were you aware that your business page can send any message to anyone on Facebook now via this ad system? Have you run any paid ads?
Just the post ads. When I post, like when I post, like I put a new listing up, I post it. So,
yeah, you're boosting.
when I put a new listing, yeah, I post it, and that gives. Then I know I can take my audience and everything. But I didn't know I could do other things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can boost your listings. You can boost any message you want. Okay, and so we're looking at the Facebook ad system here, and I'm going to show you how you can boost your recruiting messages out to only real estate agents. Okay, so this is the list of different types of ads you can run on Facebook, and there's only 3 of these that you'll ever use. Happens to be these top 3. Boost your posts, promote your page, send people to your website. And when you're starting a brand new recruiting page, the first ad you're going to want to run is a promote your page ad. And this is an ad designed to get page likes first. Okay? And the question is why do you want to get page likes? What's the importance of page likes? Well, before you start lead generating, getting recruiting leads, you really want to have some activity that people can see on your page. You want to have people who are following your page, and at least 100 of them. And you want to have activity on your posts, like likes, comments, and shares. That's going to tell people that you have a healthy community, a healthy page, an active page, and that you're a credible kind of business or a credible Facebook page there. Okay, so building page likes is basically building your page's credibility and activity first. Okay, we recommend you get up to about 100 page likes on your recruiting page before you start running recruiting ads for recruiting leads. All right? After you get up to 100 likes, it's time to get leads. And you do that with 2 different ad types. Send people to your website is one, and the other is boost your posts. Okay, and we're going to look deeper right now at a boost your post ad. Now, you said you were doing some of these. You know what this is, right, Kathy? Okay, yeah. This is sending a wall post out to anybody you want, and you get to target who sees it. So we're going to do an example here. I'm going to click Boost Your Post, and the first thing it'll ask me is, what is the page name of the page that you want to send a post out from? So I'm going to grab our little recruiting page here called Superstar Atlanta Realtors, which is, obviously an example page. And I've had to do this a couple times today, but for whatever reason, I have to keep doing this twice to get it to come up. It just spins and won't load, but usually when I do this twice, then it loads. Okay, so again, had to do it again. All right, so once you put in the business page for your recruiting page there, Facebook's system will automatically load a list of all of the wall posts on that business page, and it's asking me to choose the one that I want to send out to more people. Okay, so maybe I want to run a recruiting ad here to some agents in and around my area. I'm going to pick this post, which is basically a 3-day special offer to join the company here. When I pick that, then I'm going to click continue. Then I'm going to skip ahead here to the ad so we can look front and center at the post I just picked, so you can see what I'm about to send out. Okay, so are you seeing this here? 1 up to 40% pay raise thing here? Okay.
Right.
So this is basically a recruiting ad, and the key to getting recruiting leads off of it is it must always have a link. You always want to tell people what you've got, what you're offering, and how they can take action on it. And it's the link. So when they click on that link, you want it to take them to a page where they can sign up to learn more and have a meeting with you. So if that link, just to show you where that would go, that would take them out to a website. Let's see, it would probably take them to this page right here. Okay, so this what you're looking at here is a recruiting website, a website dedicated solely to programs that you're running to get more people to sign up for your office. But yeah, you always want to have your Facebook post that you're boosting and have it linked to pages where people can then learn more about your offer and sign up.
How do you get the link there?
The link is just it's the link at the top of the page on any web page.
Okay. All right. I just thought we had to use a different one, but that's okay.
No, yeah. So all we did was we copied and pasted that link when we created the post on our Facebook page. We just pasted that link to that web page when we set up the post, right? And Facebook system, when it sees anything that starts with HTTP, it automatically knows it's a link and it turns it blue automatically when you do your post with a link on it. Okay? All right, so that's the message we're going to send out. Now here's the powerful part. We're going to go back to the audience over here, and we're going to target real estate agents with this post and only send it to real estate agents. So what city are you in there, Kathy, or where are you at?
Chicago.
Okay, so if I go Chicago, and how far around Chicago do you get recruits? 10 miles, 15 miles, 20 miles? How far would you go for agents to join you there, typically?
15 miles.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start there. All right. So it says there's 3 million Facebook users, but we don't want all of them. We just want real estate agents. And here's how you target real estate agents. This is what we do as a company, and this is probably how you found our ad and signed up for this very training. So I'm going to show you what we do as a business and how you can use it to your advantage as well. So I'm just going to bump up this age range just a touch here to maybe 23 or so. Now here's where you make your money. Under detailed targeting, you're going to click Browse. You're going to go under Demographics, and you're going to scroll under Demographics. There's a category called Work. When I click on that, there's a category called Job Titles. So if I choose that, it allows me to target people based on the job title that they're putting in their personal Facebook accounts. So I'm going to put in Realtor. Then I'm going to type in Real Estate Agent too. Oh, and why did it get rid of that? Probably because they consider real estate agent and real estate agent and realtor to be the same thing. So now, and I'm going to do one other thing here. I'm going to put in, and you brought them up, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to show you real estate agent directory, which all agents are connecting to that. They're connecting to that because they think it's actually a directory when that's really just a that's not it. Why is this not coming up? Goodness gracious, I hit the back button to change, and it took me the whole. Why did that take me out of there? Okay, give me a second here. I don't know what the heck's going on. It kicked me out of the ad system when I hit backspace. I don't know why, but all I was trying.
So what is that? Is that part of Facebook, that real estate agent directory, or part of something else?
That's a Facebook page that is on Facebook's network. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in here. Just give me a second. I'll just do it much faster now. But all I was trying to do is delete one letter, and it took me the whole way out of the system. God. This is so temperamental today. This is Facebook's ad system. This isn't something special that we've designed. I'm showing you how to use Facebook's ad system to your advantage. So going back into Chicago here. We said what? 15 miles, you said?
Yeah.
15 miles. We said 23 years old. We went under here. Demographics. Work. Job titles. Realtor. And what I wanted to do was type in real estate agent directory, and it should come up. And here it is here, real estate agent directory, and this is an interest. And what this means is this is people who are following this business page called Real Estate Agent Directory. And guess who those are? Those are all real estate agents who are connected to that Real Estate Agent Directory Facebook business page. Okay, so I'm going to pick that. All right, this ought to be plenty. This is just 2 ways. We have like 30 different ways to target real estate agents. But over here to the right, it says there are 8,600 realtors or people connected to the Real Estate Agent Directory, which again are realtors, who live within 15 miles of Chicago that you can send your recruiting messages to. Okay, all we have left to do now, scroll down a little bit, tell Facebook how much we're willing to spend to reach them. Even just $1 a day, if you look over to the right, will send your recruiting message to between 71 and 190 realtors for $1 of advertising using this method. And on Instagram...
Oh, so you automatically get Instagram?
Yeah, Facebook bought Instagram. So I can...
No way.
Yeah, Facebook owns... Yeah, they bought Instagram. I can go over here in the ad section, and here's what your ad will look like on Instagram. There it is right there.
Interesting.
And if I go back to audience, it'll actually tell me how many of these realtors have accounts on Instagram. So if I go back to this where we were looking at the dollar spend and the targeting, and I come back down, it says in real tiny gray print under the Instagram thing, 1,100. So only 1,100 of the 8,600 Facebook realtors have Instagram accounts, but heck, that's not bad. And for $1, we'll send my recruiting ad to 610 to all 1,100 of them for $1. This is the engine. This is how you scale your recruiting efforts so that you're not just sitting there making cold calls one at a time every day. For $1, you can hit 100 to as many as 1,000 agents in and around Chicago with your messages. Okay? Any question about this engine, which is step 2?
No, that's good.
Okay, great.
Because I used it, so I never thought of. I didn't know a way to do the job thing to target that, but that is even good for even trying to get listings and buyers. You just target it.
Oh yeah, this is a machine. We have an entire consumer lead generation. Real estate leads, buyer and seller leads. We have a whole division of our company. That's where it all starts. We have lead generation packages for buyer and seller leads that you generate through Facebook too. So
how do I get involved in that?
we have a separate training for that. If you want to sign up for that, I'm happy to get you on the list here right after this if you want.
Okay, all right. Sorry, jumping ahead.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, cool. So let's go to step 3. Step 3, and we're going to get a little philosophical here. Step 3 is getting the right messages to the right types of real estate agents for more effective recruiting. Okay, so I'm going to pull us over to a PowerPoint presentation here, and we're going to talk about step 3, which is agent segmentation. You got to have the right messages for the right types of agents if you want to recruit more effectively. And so the question is can you recruit any agent with any standard offer that you have? And unfortunately, the answer is no. Otherwise, you'd probably be loaded up with hundreds of agents right now. They'd just be falling in the front door. So why can't it? Why doesn't just any message work? And that's because all agents are different, and they have different things that make them tick. Okay? But the bottom line is to get to the right mindset, you want to recognize that it is a big hassle to switch real estate companies for most realtors. They've got to change business cards, change websites, notify their database, transition listings, you name it. And that hassle's different for every type of agent. And this is why you'll see a lot of offers out there, like even the big companies realizing switching is a hassle. AT&T will give you $650 if you switch over to them up front. So, switching is a hassle, and you got to have some incentives to get people to join you. This is a kind of a two-pronged or two-edged sword here. There's good associated with this big hassle, and there's bad associated with the big hassle. Obviously, the bad is it's tough to get people to switch and join you, But the good thing is when you do get them in, they don't want to leave because they don't want to go through the hassle again. Okay, so oftentimes it's smart to offer a front-end loaded incentive. Give them whatever it is, an increase in their split for year one, something to get them to make it worth their while to get through the hassle, and then you make more of your money in year 2, year 3, and beyond. Okay, so what messages and offers work for each type of agents? In order to answer that, we're going to look at segmentation of the key 3 pieces or 3 different types of agents that are out there. And, you know, basically this is a depiction of that. You have the top piece up here at 20%, which are the top producing agents. Those top 20... What's that?
That's what I want.
Yeah, you want those.
I want them. I want all of them.
Yeah, everybody wants all of those, but the bottom line is those are by far the hardest ones to get to switch because it's the biggest, most riskiest group of the bunch to switch. Okay, but we'll talk about we're going to talk about here in a second what you can offer them to get them to switch. Okay? All right, so yeah, top producing agents are the smallest piece, but they're also the most lucrative for you. Then you have down the bottom, you've got it kind of split into two halves. You've got part-time agents are a bit more casual. It's kind of second income, not really doing it seriously, kind of just selling a property here, property there. Then you have the full-time agents over here on the right. This is their primary income. They might be struggling a little bit. These are often younger, developing agents. Okay, so definitely different messages target these 3 segments. Is this kind of the breakdown you've seen in your experience as well, Kathy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and you know, I just want to make sure in your neck of the woods there, is that kind of the same kind of split that you see, at least directionally. All right, so let's talk about each group here. The producers, obviously this is your big reward. If you can get these, they make you a ton of money. Okay, they are very difficult to get. They are very time-consuming to get. You got to give away a lot of free lunches to even get them to think about it, is one thing. But you got to have a great offer for these people. They're not just going to pack up and risk their whole business on a whim. They're not sure. They're uncertain. So let me show you one kind of message that would be targeted to get these kind of agents. So if I click on this little link at the bottom of the page here, it's going to take me out to a web page that is designed to get recruiting leads from this type of agent. And one of the programs that we recommend for this is a name your price to join us message. Instead of trying to figure out what element makes them tick and make them want to come to you, let them name their price and tell you what the important pieces are. So if I just click on any one of these buttons down here, it's going to take us down to a sign-up page. Okay, if you could name your price, what would it be? So let them tell you what the minimum split is that they need. Let them tell you what monthly fees it would take for them to join. Let them tell you how many leads you'd need to provide them to convince them to join. Let them tell you if they need to talk about ownership or equity in your company to join. And then lastly, let them set up the day and time to talk to you, okay, or in any other comments. So these folks are a tough nut to crack. Your reward is a ton, but it takes a ton to get them to come to you because everybody wants these agents. Okay, so that's just one idea there. I'm going to come back to our PowerPoint presentation and go to the next segment. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this segment. This is the segment that are the part-timers.
Move along. Just move along with them. I don't want them.
Yeah, you don't want them. You don't want to spend any of your time. Should not be a focus of yours. Okay.
No.
So the third one is your best opportunity, all things considered. They are the full-time agents that are developing. Okay, and the reason they're your best ones is you can get them with a simple compensation raise, for example, even if it's temporary. And the reason is they are willing to make a change if they see something of value that is going to help them get their business to the next level. They're serious about their business. They're struggling a little bit. They need to make more. And this is a very good area to target because you can get them to switch, and there's a lot of them to go after. So just to show you, I'll click on this link under here. One way to get them would be to focus on compensation, just as one example. But they want better tools, they want more leads, and they want more money. And they are willing to switch to do that. So whether you give them a permanent lift, a better split than what they're currently getting, or whether you do that for a year, whether you do it for a big jump for 1 year and a little jump for a second year, that's all up to you and your programs and your company and how you want to expand. But definitely having a sign-up page where they can talk about getting a pay raise from you is one way to get them. Okay, and there's a big chunk of these. 4 out of 10 agents are these types of agents. So it's a sizable chunk where you can add, a good number of agents fairly quickly with a good program. Okay, so we've covered those 3 segments. Any question about that? And I'd like to get some feedback on it from you. What do you think?
No, that's good. With the 5, with it being split like that, that's good. No, it was very good.
Okay.
Because you never know how to.
Yeah, and these are easy.
Like you labeled them, so there was, you never know how to label them, So you kind of label them, and so in my head.
Right.
And I know, you know what I mean? It's just clear that's all. They're just putting everybody in a spot. That's all.
Right. Yeah. So we call them bloomers because they're wanting to bloom. They need a little catalyst to get them there.
Some of them are very. They just. They're just thrown into the franchises. I was Remax for 18 years, and managing broker realty executives for 4 years. So I'm not a franchise anymore, and I can see so much growth in some other agents. They don't need to be the franchise.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's the big franchises are often a cookie cutter approach. They treat everybody the same. And they don't really cultivate their bloomer agents. They don't.
No, and they're all about keeping their continuing at their house, at their offices, and just having all these luncheons because they don't want them to network with others. They don't want other agents to talk about what they have or hear from other agents what they do or.
Right.
I never understood that. I always, when I was a rookie, I always thought it was pretty cool that, Coldwell Banker has their own continuing ed, and they would, offer you to go there if you wanted to, and that was, but now I know why.
Right. Yeah, it's
so they don't want you to talk to people.
Yeah, it's an every man for himself kind of status quo sort of thing rather than cultivating environment where teamwork and sharing of ideas is promoted. Yeah, I understand.
And I'm all for sharing of ideas and teamwork. And my office is in an attorney's office that's also a title company, and I open up my conference room. If you're in a closing that's a 3-hour closing, you're more welcome to come in my office. And if you need the printer, you need to work. I don't care where you're from. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're really weird about it. Yeah. I've gotten some that they start sending letters to my listings, but I don't know if that's a compliment that they're nervous or I'm not sure. Trying to get my listings. I don't know. I think that's weird. But yeah, I'm all for networking and working together. I don't care who you work for. There's enough people out there.
Right.
And we need each other, so.
That's right. Yeah, I mean that's the concept that we see working best is when you genuinely want to help agents, they will come to you. They want to be in that environment. They want somebody that they can be a mentor, that can help them, that shares ideas and helps them grow. So you want to, you obviously need programs to get them in there, but then that fostering kind of environment is the way to go. Okay. So just to summarize here, we talked about you got to have the right programs for the right agents. You need a platform like the Facebook ad engine so you can get those messages out to more people every day rather than cold calling one at a time. And those together are going to help you get faster recruiting results. get the messages in front of the right agents more often. Okay. Now, did you have any questions about any of the three-step formula there, Kathy? Or
No, that was good.
okay, well, cool. So just to let you know, everything we looked at here today, we build. So we have custom recruiting systems, Facebook pages, and quite a bit more. I don't know if you want to take a look at our recruiting systems, and we basically teach the whole engine, how you're going to target more agents. We build all of your programs on mobile responsive websites so that you can get your messages in front of more agents every day systematically, and really scale up your recruiting. Did you want to take a look at any of our programs there? There's no obligation.
I can take a look at it, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you the two recruiting packages that we have. So we have two different packages. These are one-time fees. They're basically a complete build of your lead generation, lead capture infrastructure for recruiting. So you get a complete custom recruiting Facebook page. You get a complete custom recruiting website. You get squeeze pages to capture agents' email addresses so you can continue to build your lists. So that you have a big list ready to go when you get to the recruiting months of October, November, December, and January. So our systems are considered to be a competitive advantage for a lot of agencies, and so we have exclusivity on one package where we agree not to sell to any other competing offices in your zip codes. The other one doesn't offer that. And then one of the other huge segments or big pieces of our systems are our mobile responsive sites also include a complete agent, buyer, and seller lead generation training area. So we actually teach all of your agents, if I go out to a website just to show you here, we also teach your agents the best techniques for buyer and seller lead generation. We've simplified it down to just the most effective ways, and we build your own password-protected lead generation training area inside your recruiting site so that you can use it not only as a recruiting tool to show people how you teach people more effectively and better every day when they come join you, but you can also use it to get more out of every one of your existing agents by showing them the best ways to generate buyer and seller leads using Facebook. Okay, so and that's our other half of our business model that we specialize in and have been doing since 2011. We even have in here a secret way where agents can get up to $30 of free advertising exposure every day and reach 3,000 local people a day without paying a penny to the Facebook ad system. Okay, so these are some of the things that are built into our recruiting sites so that you have more tools, more ways to get agents, and even to get how to get more productivity out of each of your existing agents too in terms of this retraining area. Okay, so I don't know if you have any questions about that or if that's something you want to learn a little bit more about.
No, I'm fine with that. How do I sign up for those lead generation things?
Yeah, the lead generation training, I can send you an email here in a minute, and if you just let me know a couple days and times you want, I'll get them into the calendar for you. Do you want to just do that? I'll send you an email, just reply back, let me know what day and time. Or,
sure.
Yeah, we could do that. Or you can just head out to the website here at get100listings.com. There's a training link, should be at the top of the home page. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Just go to that website then?
Yeah, go to get100listings.com, click the free Facebook training link at the top of the page. That is our buyer and seller lead generation program.
Now, is this a Facebook page or a website?
This that we're looking at is a website, but it's to sign up. It's to sign up for our free Facebook training. So it's going to show you how to generate leads using Facebook.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, good deal. Did you have any?
I appreciate it. Sorry about the trouble getting on.
That's okay. We got to figure it out at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, we got to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find this training valuable at all?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. What did you? What did you find to be the best the best
Well,
takeaway?
utilize that target, that audience target, because it's got to explore that other and different pages, like you have a buyer page and a listing page and an agent page. Because then I was wondering how I always kept getting things on Facebook of people recruiting, and I was like,
Yeah, how are they doing that? Yep.
I'm like, how are they doing that? So, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because I could get something together on that. That would be good.
Well, cool. So I'll send you an email here. If you need any help with your recruiting or you want any systems or help doing that, we're happy to help. Just let us know what we can do to help.
Okay, Bob. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
You got it, Kathy. Take care now.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.